What's up, y'all? It's the Boosh Bag. Miss Boosh Bag. To you. Okay. This is 2 episodes in one because, okay, what happened last week, what had happened was, for some reason on Wednesday, I didn't know it was Wednesday, okay? So I thought Thursday was Wednesday. So on Thursday night, I was telling my husband, look, I don't know what the hell you gonna do, but you need to get the hell up out of my way so I can watch this show. And of course, he like, this show is stupid, all your shows are so stupid, and blah, 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 whatever. We totally need another TV and another room to watch them in, you know what I mean? Got past the complaining, and then the record button didn't come on, and I'm like, why is this? Yeah. Girl, your show came on yesterday. So here I am at 9 o'clock at fucking night. And yeah, the next day, so the shit was gonna be ultra late. I just, okay, so I literally just watched it last night along with this week's episode, so I'm combining them because that's how I roll. Okay, I was gonna just do it after that, but it's already gonna get low views once you don't do it like the day of or the day after people want to see it, unless it's another channel. My channel is still fairly small, so if I don't do things at a certain time, it don't happen for me. So I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll just do it all together. All right, so I'm gonna try to zoom through the first episode. Okay, so the twins, they're excited. Their parents are coming to town. They're excited they're gonna get to see Andre. And Andrea wants to apologize to her mother for when she went the fuck off on her and all that bullshit on the phone. Their dad seems to want a good father for Andre, you know, basically to take his place. I'm not even gonna stop for the sirens, whatever. I live near the police station, so sirens are always gonna happen because the police gotta leave the station sometime, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, so she like, the dad wants to make sure that there's gonna be a good dad for Andre to take his place because of course Chris is a piece of caca. But I'm just wondering why she gotta ask for her old kids though. Like that's weird as fuck. They want them to see the twins. Well, Andrea really wants her parents when they get there to see that she's been, you know, a good parent without Chris, so that they can, you know, be okay with giving up her kid and letting him live with her. We'll see. Minnie and Tanya are eating spaghetti at her house. So Tanya came over there. She gave us some spaghetti, but Tanya is apparently throwing up from every motherfucking thing she put in her mouth because she is pregnant as fuck. How did she? I mean, did she? Okay, these episodes must be very far apart, okay? Because she is pregnant as hell. I mean, she pregnant with her belly button sticking out and all of that shit. But yeah. And we're trying to see if she was going to throw up from it. Because you know Minnie can't cook. She said it was good. Minnie was staring at her like. Alright. She said that Nico is coming there to live. And that, yeah, Sam and Nico don't get along. Apparently they both have big personalities. And she wanted to look for a bigger place. But she didn't tell Sam about him, like, coming to stay permanently for good at her place, or that she is making such a big ass change, you know, for him. And Minnie is just like, well, damn, you're gonna have to tell her. Don't wait too long, because I'll kick my tripod, because she gonna be pissed and, you know, feel, you know, blindsided or whatever. Alright, the twins' parents are there. Andre is so cute with Aubrey, okay? He loves her. But then it gets sad because he's like, where's my daddy? Where's Chris? Where that motherfucker at? And they're like, well, you can't tell him because he ain't gonna understand. He ain't here. Who don't understand that? Your daddy's a loser. That's what you need to understand. But yeah, I don't know why she trying to save his little reputation. I mean, maybe if he turns out to be a good dad in the future, you don't want the kid to ever know that he used to suck as a dad. But I just don't think that Chris is ever going to be a good person. I think he is the shittiest person ever, and she really should have made better choices with picking a baby's father, especially since she's the cuter one. You know what I mean? Anyway, she wants her parents to see, you know, her whole good parenting thing and all of that. But their mother is saying that she can already, like, just tell that Aubrey is, like, way far behind. Like, even farther than they were. And they were, you know, supposedly very far behind. So it seemed like she wasn't really too fucking impressed, right? And the father is like, yeah, did he paint that room though? Chris, because they ain't here. No, he never painted the room. After he talked to him about painting the room, decorating the room, making the room up for the baby, then he moved back and he still didn't do it. I hope he's so gone for good, but I so doubt that he is, because she doing so much crying. All he got to do is be going through a hard time and need to bring his punk ass back over there. But yeah, he ain't paint the room. And they were like, he's a piece of shit, basically. And she's like, I know they don't like him, but I don't like them talking shit about Chris, and especially, you know, in front of Andre or whatever. But then they told her that they are really proud of her and how she's been getting along and doing all the stuff by herself and all of that. So she's feeling good about the prospect of perhaps having her 2 children together with her in the same place at the same time. Living. Alright. Money, Minnie and Juicy, they go out to dinner because Juicy want to get money out of her little funk. She in the house, all that bullshit. And Money is telling them that Nico is coming, and he's going to stay, but he may leave. Okay, so that's what Tanya said. He's gonna be staying with her, but he might not stay there, you know, as his full-time place. He might, you know, move out and get his own apartment. She's not sure what the situation is exactly going to be, because of the reason that Sam don't like him in the first damn place. But yeah, apparently she needs to talk to Sam about the damn situation, because she still hasn't yet. Because yeah, Sam is gonna have an issue with it because their personalities clash. They don't get along. They don't get along together. They don't want to be around each other. That type of shit. And then they're like, okay, but Miss Minnie, all right, Miss Teeny Tiny over there, large, big, teeny tiny. Okay, what's up with you and Gary? And she was like, oh well, you know, he's a nice person. He got a nice personality and all that sort of stuff. They're like, is the mini bar open? She's like, the mini bar is not open. Closed. And Juicy like, what? So, oh, you just playing with his emotions and stringing him along? She was like, no, I'm not fucking playing him. She's like, you know, it's not where it could be, and I'm just trying to wait to see where this whole thing go, basically. And they was like, well, I don't know. Things might be better if you open up the mini bar. Couldn't you just crack the mini bar? She was like, no, I'm not just doing it to people just for the sake of motherfucking doing it. She enjoys his company, but she ain't attracted to him. And girl, woo! Because half of these motherfuckers that y'all be attracted to, I be like, what is going on right now? People probably saying the same thing about my husband, but woo-wee! Yeah, I don't know if I'm not gonna say he ugly, because I've definitely seen less attractive, but he's so big. Seemed like his name should be Luther. Not even Luther. Just seemed cumbersome and enormous. I don't know. And that's to me. I'm not even a little person. So y'all motherfuckers is littler than me. I'm not a big person either, but but he is, which is the point. He's enormous. I don't find him attractive either, girl. Go ahead, Minnie. Don't get that nigga no cooch. Anyway, I mean, that African American male. Gotta stop saying that, right? Okay. So whatever. Well, it's got Minnie thinking about it, and then she's like, "Well, damn, Juicy's saying this and whatever. Maybe I am stringing him along. Maybe I'm a bad person. Like maybe I need to just end it or whatever." All right. The twins' parents really like Jordan, and you know what? I fucking like Jordan. Jordan turned out to be so much better than I had given him credit for when he was hanging out with Chris. See, Chris is a bad motherfucking what is it? Influence. All right, I'm like element. What is the fucking word? Okay, yes. Chris was a bad influence on Jordan for a little while, but Jordan came to his goddamn senses and was a man, especially realizing that he himself is also quite enormous, okay? So I'm sure he was eating a lion's share of all of the food and resources and shit going around, and I'm glad that he did not think that that was very manly, and he stepped up and became a man, and he helps his girl, and I don't see them sitting around fighting and arguing and shit all the time and all of that, which they could do. They might just be a little bit more private with their shit, because you already know how Amanda do it. She'd be like, "What? Why are you asking questions? That's my business, okay? That's my business. I don't need nobody asking no shit." So it might be one of them things. They might do argue, but they seem like a fairly good match, and like they care about each other, and like, yeah, he gives a damn what happens to her and her family and that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? So they're telling their parents that they want to do other stuff besides twerking, and their parents is like, yeah, what's up with this twerking bullshit anyway? But yeah, they're talking about their makeup and their eyelashes or whatever, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you'd be good with that." And they were like, "Well, anything other than that motherfucking twerking bullshit." And the girls want them to meet the other girls. The twins want them to meet the other girls, but they're a little bit scared because apparently they be telling all these girls business to their parents, and their parents might actually think that the girls are a bad influence on them. So they got a little bit of anxiety about it, but they still want their parents to meet the girls because they keep on coming and never meeting them. All right. They're over at Amanda's house, and they're like, "Well, where the fuck is Andrea?" And she's like, "Oh, well, she's she's not here. She's not home. She's really busy. Got her hands full since Chris left, and a lot of stress." And I'm just thinking, she was busy with Chris. Chris didn't help. He didn't do nothing. He didn't help her at all. I mean, if you need assistance to feed a baby a fucking bottle, I'm just gonna go on ahead and say, I don't think you was really helping her, because it seems that should have been mastered, okay? But yeah, I assume that she's just as busy now as she was when his motherfucking ass was there. Slightly more, maybe. The dad says he basically he think he gonna do the same thing to Aubrey that he's doing with Andre, which is to completely ignore him. And then he went on to say, which I know it had to be hurtful, the only reason that he even fucking around with Andrea is to be a leech. A leech. So he's basically saying he don't want you, girl. He don't love you. Because Amanda was like, oh, well, she wanted to go to some like therapy classes or something for her relationship with Chris. They're like, bitch, get over this nigga. But she is trying to get over him. She's not trying to get back with him or find no scheme and nothing like that. She's trying to deal with being without this fucking person and, raising these kids all by her fucking self. Because that's the bed that she fucking made. Everybody happy Chris gone, so it's whatever. Everybody hated him. He was trying to turn her away from her family and all of that shit. And Andrea's like, yeah, because her mother's like, well, the shit that she said to me when she was yelling at me, like, she never talked to me like that. Like, I couldn't even believe that it was coming out of her mouth. And Andrea's like, yeah, the same shit happened to us, and I just really want our relationship repaired. I want us to be close again the way we used to be. All right, so Minnie finally meets up with big ass Gary. And she like, you are very kind and gentle soul. You are a gentleman and a wonderful young man. But you know, I just got my apartment. My mother got evicted. You know, she's there. There's a lot of things going on. And yeah, I ain't gonna be able to go with you no more. I can't. No, that ain't gonna really work out for me. She don't want to have no relationship right now. She don't want to lead him on and all of that. So she's telling him, I don't want to lead you on. My heart isn't in it and all of this and all of that. But it's really that she just ain't attracted to him, which I guess kind of could mean the same thing. I mean, if you twist it around in your head. But essentially, she don't want to hurt his feelings, because she don't think he cute is what I'm getting from it. And he's like, well, basically, like, did I do something? Is it something I could have did better? No, you could have looked better. Probably. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Somebody tell me they're not attracted to me. I'm like, well, that's never happened really, but I would think that they were saying I wasn't attractive. Attraction, attractive, attracted, they all kind of mean something. Yeah. Yeah, I would assume something along those lines. You can be attracted to people for things other than looks. Some people are attracted to people's minds. Some people are attracted to people's bodies, so you don't really know that you're attracted to them until maybe, I don't know, he take off his shirt, or yeah, go to the beach and you be like, oh shit, okay, I didn't know. Or any other whole host of things that anybody can fucking be attracted to. So don't really have to be looks. So she might not even mean that she think he ugly when she says she's not attracted to him, which is why she was trying to wait it out and see if something was gonna spark. All right. But since Juicy gave her this advice and made her feel bad, she like, you know what, I should be honest and just kind of let this motherfucker go. So she don't want to lead him on. And he was like, well, okay, you know, I'm gonna survive and everything, but I am upset, but it's all good. We can still be friends. She's like, yeah, we could be friends, and, you know, down the line. Yeah, maybe down the line we could, don't get your hopes up, boy. Don't seem like she wanted us to finish that sentence, did she? She like, yeah, down the line, stuff. I'm still Team Minnie. You better get up off that team. She ain't giving up none of that to you. You're enormous. I don't know if I already said it. Let me stop. He ain't that big. He regular big, like football player-y big, I guess. Or retired football player-y big. Because that's bigger than football player big, okay? Anyway. Tanya and Sam. Alright, so they go into a soap shop, and Tanya is disguising this visit as, oh, I just need some more shit to make whatever fucking herbal shit I be doing. And she thinks this is a good time for her to tell Sam about Nicholas, okay? First of all, Sam is so shady for calling that nigga Nicholas. Because who knew that was his name prior to that? Like, there are people named Nico in real life. But yeah. So she was like, oh, smell this, smell that. And you know what? Sam, you should pick something out for the new house. And Sam's like, oh, this smell. Wait a minute, what you had to say? What you had to say to me, girl? Yeah, I'm gonna get like a new house because Nico is gonna be coming and he's gonna be moving into the apartment, and Sam is not fucking pleased. Okay, she said that Nico is rude, non-supportive, and a flake, which he is. All right. She was like, what about me? Bitch, I already live there. Don't her brother live there too? Okay, she was like, we don't get along. I mean, you know we clash. And, you know, it's just gonna be a lot of friction. And Tanya's like, well, that's a choice. Like, you can choose to not have friction. I mean, I'm not getting in the middle of y'all little shit. And she's saying that she still wants Sam to be her nanny. But basically Nico's the father of her kids. So if it's a choice between her and Nico, she's going to choose him. Girl, you should have chosen not to get pregnant. This whole shit is dumb. This whole shit is dumb. I would wish that maybe this pregnancy was fake, but it's not. It's so real. Alright, Juicy and Minnie meet up, and she's telling Juicy that she called the whole shit off, right? And Juicy is like, why? What did he do? Did he do something? Did he? No, you had told me. No, girl, I meant, I guess give it some time or think about it. Like, I didn't know you was just gonna break up with him. Like, what did he say? He's okay with it, but, why are you switching up? Like, you're the one who told me I was doing such a horrible thing about being with him and not being interested, and now you all motherfucking Team Gary. Like, what's really up? Juicy like, well, I mean, I wasn't saying to just go and quit this motherfucker like that. I wasn't expecting you to say that. To do that. He seemed like a good guy. He seemed like he really liked you. Like, I don't know if this was a good idea, girl. So now she got Minnie feeling stupid because Minnie like, well, damn, I took this bitch advice and now her advice isn't even the same fucking advice no more. And Juicy like, wow, I really didn't think you was gonna do that. You know what, girl? You need some therapy. You need some damn therapy. And Minnie like, bitch, you need therapy with me. You are the one who told me to do this. She was like, I was just telling you to be sure about what you was doing, not to go all, this right here that you just did. All right. Next episode. Andrea's mother comes over and she apologizes to her. She had a little breakdown about Chris because her mother's like, Chris, he sucked. And she always knew that he was not good enough for her. She wants Andrea to be, happy and all of this stuff. And Andrea admits that he was trying to turn her against her parents. And of course, we already saw what he did to her and her sister, right? And she was like, and it took me all of this time to realize that, like, it wasn't them that's the problem. It's not my family that's the problem. It's his motherfucking ass is the problem. Girl, I've been told you that. But I guess your parents and your family had already told you that too. And if you ain't listening to them, I know you ain't listening to me. Because you probably don't know who the hell I am and have never even heard of my channel. Because I only got 1,000 subscribers. But that's okay. My opinion still matters to me. Just to me. She's saying that she feels like all alone. Her mother's like, you're not alone. You got us. She was like, but you're so far away. I want to get some long nails so I could cry and wipe my tears different. I want to wipe my tears sexy with my nails. I'm like, they're like, that is an ugly cry. That was old Aunt Esther cry. But yeah, let me see. She said that she wants Andre to be with her so that her kids could grow up together. Because her mother's telling her that she's, Chris is gone. She's doing good. She's proud of her. Don't let the small stuff, get you all fucked up. Just keep being strong and do what you gotta do. And she was like, well, I'll be breaking down and all that shit, but I'll keep it strong. I'll keep it together. I gotta do it for Aubrey. And I want my motherfucking son, though. But for real, though, with my son. I want my kids to grow up together in the same motherfucking house. And her mother's like, well, okay. Andre's doctors are there. And Aubrey is sick over here. So the traveling back and forth to come and get him lots of times, or if he were to be living here and you having to bring him there for the doctors, like, it's just too much travel. So what we really want to do is get Andre like so healthy that he no longer needs the doctors and stuff, so that you will be able to take him, because I understand that it's important for you to have your kids together, and ain't nobody trying to take your baby. She must have seen an old episode where it seemed like she was, in fact, trying to take her motherfucking baby. But Yeah, she acting like she could do with or without him. But I don't think that's the motherfucking case. I think they're gonna be heartbroken when she take her baby, and I think they're gonna fight her for it. I think so. I think so. Which I think. Y'all think? Do y'all think her parents is gonna give up the baby if he suddenly don't have any issues anymore? Because if Aubrey has issues and she's in Atlanta, I'm just gonna say that must mean that there's doctors in Atlanta that could probably handle little boy, little Andre's issues as well. Because I'm just gonna say, people move all the time, and there's doctors all over the whole entire country. That's just what I was gonna say. All right, so the twins meet up with Sam, and they're doing like makeup or whatever. So she's putting like lip gloss on them, and they're acting like it's like the best motherfucking makeup application since sliced bread. All right, I know sliced bread is not a makeup application, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. They were like, okay, but you do good makeup. And she was like, yeah, well, I came out here and I thought I was gonna get like more into it, and be able to, you know, expand my business or whatever. But so much with the kids, and I was nannying the kids and all of that, that it just didn't really work out, and I didn't get the chance to do it. And they were like, well, now that Nico come in, bitch, you're gonna have a whole bunch of free time, we think. So maybe you could do it then. And she's like, yeah, about that. She don't think that basically it's a good idea for Nico to be coming. She doesn't think it's a smart idea for Tanya to be looking for a bigger place. She was like, I mean, doing all this extra stuff to please a man, like, it's ridiculous. You don't even know if he's gonna be around, and you buying a bigger fucking house. And I'm sure all of the village is gonna be on her. She thinking he gonna come out there and be some big ass help. I doubt it. I do not think so. Sam is like, well, basically, all right, Tanya do whatever the fuck she want to do, but she gonna have to pay. There's gonna be consequences for, you know, her decisions or whatever. She said that Nico wasn't around for the first baby, and she just got a feeling that he ain't really gonna be around for the fucking second baby. And, you know, basically, why trust him in the first place if he wasn't there for the first baby? And then you just see Amanda keep on looking at Andrea like, girl, I know all about that situation. It sounds very familiar. Very fucking familiar, alright? And it was like, I mean, he came out, he's acting like he's like supposed to be all into his kid now, but then he comes out to visit when his kid's not even there. Like, why not come when the kid is there? He came to get some ass. That's number one. And it was like, well, maybe just to get her. Yes, he came when his kid wasn't there so that he could make another kid. Why not have used protection at that point? Why not? If you did not want another baby, Miss Tanya, condoms, I mean, they're not chemicals, are they? I mean, they have to be made with something. But yeah, bitch, you could have got a lamb do they even make them anymore? That shit is ineffective, but it's more effective than raw dogging now, ain't it? So, yeah, he came out there to get some motherfucking ass, and Sam is not here for it. She was like, I mean, why have him move out here when he's childish, he's so flaky, and he's always playing fucking games. So she don't think it's gonna work out. And the twins is like, yeah, that might not. We have seen this work out negatively before. And Amanda's like, it sounds just like the motherfucking situation with Chris. Yep, Chris, yep, Why have him come out here? Why? He wasn't there the first time. Why think he gonna be there the second time? He ain't gonna be there, girl. No, Tanya. So they like, And just at that point, I was thinking, I wonder if Andrea is thinking about going to have a talk with Tanya. She probably shouldn't, because Tanya's probably gonna get all offended that Sam was talking about her business, because apparently her life is so motherfucking private that motherfuckers can't know nothing. But yeah, I see her getting an attitude with Sam for discussing it with any fucking body. But I think it probably could be a good idea for Andrea to talk to girl. But I think she's gonna get an attitude, because apparently she think that her situation with Nico is so different than Chris, and she think that Nico's like such a good guy, and she is so close with him and knows so much more stuff and all of this, and she thinks she ahead of the motherfucking game, and she's motherfucking not. But yeah, we'll see if they ever have that talk, or if Andrea, the twins, they kind of don't be wanting to hurt people's feelings, so they be just kind of staying minding their business. So who knows? All right. The twins' parents finally meet the girls. They all go bowling and all of this shit. Tanya's not there because she's all sick and all that bullshit. They're all having fun until little Andre tries to run onto the slippery thing where everybody and their mama falls. He fell and he clocked himself on the motherfucking back of that noggin. So his head was hurting and he was crying. I mean, bloody murder. I'm like, is he bleeding? People fall all the time, but no, he hit his head. So, and him being so short, and I don't know, it could have hurt extra, I guess. I did feel bad for him. He's so sad, and he was crying his ass off. I'm just gonna say that. All right. So they was like, okay, well, since he's hurt, how about we quit the bowling and just go to, you know, the section where we can eat? And they was like, all right, that's a good idea. And they're like, let me see what the fuck exactly happened before I get to talking. Let me look at my thing. All right, so they were like, well, you got any stories to tell about my daughters? And everybody all quiet. No, they don't really be doing nothing. Everybody already know about Chris. Ain't nothing else to tell. They twerk. Parents already know that. No, there's really nothing to tell. There are no stories. So Juicy is like, Amanda, so are you and Jordan having fun? She was like, what? You know, having fun, y'all. She was like, I mean, we're happy in our relationship, if that's what you asking. She was like, ooh, do I hear wedding bells? No. She was like, she know I'm not getting married to this nigga. Like, why is she doing this? She's trying to embarrass me in front of my parents. And they're asking Sam, where's Tanya? Oh, she's not here. You know, she's not feeling well. And they were like, well, what about the situation? And it seemed to me like Sam is hesitant because she don't want to tell Tanya business, because she already know how Tanya is. And apparently she would like to still be friends with this motherfucking bitch. She's unsure about Nico. It's basically as far as she kept it. Like, she doesn't know if it's going to be a good idea. And Juicy like, well, you worried about her, and then Nico coming over here. When you gonna find you somebody? When you gonna get you a man? And they like, motherfucker, you worried about her? Where your man at, Juicy? She was like, which one? The one for Sunday or Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday? Because I got them all. I got them all. Do the delusions ever become tiring for her? You are not a queen of Atlanta nor other places, okay? I doubt that you probably even had any royalty in your lineage. No, you know what? Juicy's mother is cute. She is cute. And cute. She look cuter and younger to me than Juicy. So, yeah. She the little ugly one in her family. So, maybe she is from royalty. Not like you have to be attractive to be a king or queen, because let me not start talking about the royal family. About the Rawls. Because the Rawls, they ain't cute, alright? That's where I'm going to stop that at. Anyway. But yeah, Juicy acting like she's sexy and men are chasing her. It's just, it's beyond the scope of my thinking. I can't comprehend that could be a real thing. So I'm just going to choose to believe it is pure motherfucking fiction. Fiction! Alright? That ain't the truth, girl. Don't nobody want you. And they're like, what the fuck is Juicy talking about? Amanda's like, awkward. Yeah. So Juicy's not invited the next time we decide to bring our parents out? Yeah, because Juicy's mother is like a preacher's wife and all of that. She don't want nobody talking all that nasty shit around her parents, but you talk about you got a man for every day of the week in front of their parents? Yeah. You ain't invited to the cookout, girl. Do they have cookouts? Do Mexicans have cookouts? or Latino. Well, I guess everybody have cookouts. Everybody got a grill, a barbecue. They probably call it barbecue. Anyway, Sam decides that she needs to talk to Tanya. She's like, about Nico coming. He just, he rubs me the wrong way. He rubs me the wrong way. And we don't get along. We clash. I just think that I might have to leave. And Tanya's just looking at her like, you leaving? Yeah, I think it would be best. You leaving because of him? She was like, yeah, I mean, we don't get along. I don't think it's, a really good situation to be around him. I mean, I just don't care. And she was like, well, just get your shit and leave. Now get your shit and get the fuck out. That's what she said. And it was just like, Sam was like, damn, it's like that? Well, you saying that you want to leave? About, like, she just went off. When I was looking at the commercial, I was like, those two things don't go together. Please tell me it was some more sentences for something that led up to that before she just flipped the fuck out. But no, it wasn't much more. It might have been one additional sentence where she was saying whatever, and then she was like, I don't really care for him or how he feel or just something. And she was saying, like, you don't talk about my man, about my baby dad. Get your shit and get the fuck out. It was off the wall, okay? It didn't, I don't know. Is it just me or did it seem like that came out of no motherfucking where? Like, what? What? Alright, and yeah, that's also the way that Sam fucking reacted. Like, you gotta be motherfucking kidding me. And she was like, well, you don't really want to be here for us or whatever. She was like, you just gonna kick me out? Like, who does that to their friend, to their close friend? Like, get the fuck out. Like, I'm not kicking you out. You're choosing to leave. Yeah, after you fucking told me to get the fuck out. So they going back and forth, and she like, whatever, Tanya, whatever. She's like, oh my God, what did Tanya say? I didn't even write it down. She cursed at her. She was like, watch your mouth, bitch. That shit made me laugh because I'm petty and childish as hell. But that shit is not going motherfucking well. And Tanya is proven to be quite the funky ass little bitch with all kind of stank ass motherfucking attitude. So yeah, I don't even know if it's even worth fucking trying to hold on to that shit. But that is the end of that motherfucking episode. Okay, so what's going on? A little recappage. Do y'all need any recappage? Come on, I just fucking did it. Minnie and Big Boy done broke up. The parents came. They may give her damn kids back. Juicy's still pretending that she's sexy. Money's still a little bit depressed. Tanya is destroying Sam's life over some motherfucking nigga that don't seem to give a fuck about her right now. Was that the juice of, was that the meat of the whole damn story? Ugh. Yawn. Anyway, alright, so this week's episode. Money wants D2, her son, to come and live with her. Because, she doing well with her voiceover stuff. Is she? Is she? Because I don't hear her weird ass nasal voice on nothing, but whatever. And she wants Juicy to come with her to Houston to do the asking. And they like, well, what's going on with her and Moreland? She praying on it. It's over. Minnie and the twins are exercising because it's coming up on 2 years with Amanda and Jordan. And she got to get her little body right. And she's still trying to get down to the weight of her sister, who lost a whole bunch of weight and is looking all kind of snatched and cuteness and all of that. So they're doing their little exercises and shit. And then when they get on the little treadmill and the elliptical, Minnie ass is down for the motherfucking count. And they just like looking at her. You know how sometimes it'd be like a dramatization. And it'd be like they've been exercising a long time, but they, condense it and make it look short. No, it was apparently a very short amount of fucking time that they've been exercising, and Minnie is falling the fuck apart, breathing all hard, and she was like, she just, she ain't doing good over there. So she can't breathe. So she's telling them, she was like, look, I'm having some motherfucking breathing problems, and I'm scared about that shit. And she really wanted to go to the doctor. And the twins is like, you know what? Yeah. We do notice you breathe really, really hard. We just ain't want to say nothing because we want you to get mad. But they was like, you know, breathing problems are very common with little people. She was like, yeah, but mine is over the top and it's getting worse. And she's getting scared. So she wants them, well, no, they offered to come with her to the doctor to get it all checked out. All right, then you got Tanya talking with motherfucking Nico on the phone out on the low back porch with her shoes looking this motherfucking big. And she said that she's telling him about the fight, like, oh, I got into a big fight with Sam. And she was like, I feel totally justified in what I said to Sam because she knows him better than Sam does. So she's like, well, Sam is, you know, trying to judge him, and if anybody knows him, I know him, so she can't pass no judgment. So she think that it was okay to say that fucked up shit to her friend who is living with her to help her take care of the kids she already got, the kids that she already can't handle, to tell her, get your shit and get the fuck out for some motherfucking nigga that you shouldn't have fucked in the first place to be pregnant again. I mean, I can understand wanting to get your family together if you want to keep on pretending that it's the damn family. Yeah, I guess that the kids is related. That makes them blood family. But this whole little nuclear family that she's trying to piece together, it's just, it's a little thirsty right now. It's seeming thirsty, but I guess you gotta be thirsty for your kids, so it's whatever. Yeah. So she think it's alright what the fuck she did to Sam, basically. And she don't think that Sam should be so judgmental, even though, of course, she judgmental and always talking shit about other motherfucking people on the sly and trying to, you know, sauce it up with her little sage, I'm so holy ass other bullshit. So, whatever. She was like, so when you coming down here? He's like, oh, it'll be soon. No, but when though? Bitch, I'll get there when I get there. Sound like that's what he wanted to say. He like, well, you know, be patient. It could be a few days. It could be some weeks. It could be some months. It could be never. No, but I'm coming though. I'm coming. Be patient. And now she could see that he flaking the fuck out. She was like, I really need him. I'm not feeling so well and all of this. And, you know, he's not there for me when I need him. And I really didn't want it to be this way. So everything that motherfucker Sam has been saying is coming to fruition. And I am like, it's your fault, girl, okay? I don't feel bad for her in this situation. I don't. She real funny style. Like, I don't know. I don't even know the words to fucking say and explain the way that I feel about motherfucking Tanya. But she seemed like she came in. She was judgmental as hell. She was shady. She was sneaky. She was doing motherfucking checks on motherfucking people. And all of this and all of that. Looking down on Minnie. Got Minnie to get all this other bullshit going. And then you're going to have your own shit that is exactly the same shit that was going on with Andrea's boyfriend, and you try to act like your boyfriend's so motherfucking different. Can't nobody ask y'all no questions. Act like he didn't come there to fuck when you know he did. And you got knocked up when he came to fuck, so now you look stupid for lying. And now you look stupider for getting rid of your friend over some motherfucking nigga that you let hit it raw dog for no motherfucking reason. And your ass is getting left. And now you mad at her. Like she's the one abandoning you. That's what I had to say about her. Anyway, that's what she get. Money and Juicy are in motherfucking Houston trying to get their goddamn little luggage. It's hilarious because their arms is little as hell and come on, they're fat, really. Juicy is saying that she don't really think this whole thing gonna go all that well, but she's just there for moral support. Back in Atlanta, Sam is telling the twins about Tanya telling her to get the fuck out. And they were like, what? That's fucked up. That's crazy. So you leaving? She's like, yeah. Where are you going to go? I'm going home. You going home? To New Jersey? Yeah. Why? Why? And that's what I'm wondering. Is she just being dramatic? Why the fuck you? Well, I guess she... Was Tanya paying her? Well, she could have saved up some money? Or she might just want to save up more money and take her ass home. I don't know. Does she have a home waiting in New Jersey? Is it very hard to get a place here? I don't get it. Amanda just fucking freaks out and she starts crying. But it's funny to me because Andrea just looking at her like, I mean, I'm sad too, but bitch, I'm your twin. I'm still here. You crying like you knew this motherfucker for a long time. But Sam said that they've been getting close, you know, over the last few months or whatever. So I guess they're really close. So her moving far away has got Amanda all upset and crying, and you know, she's like, don't cry. And she's moving all the way back home, and she's like, I'm just, you know, I'm gonna miss you or whatever. And she's like, I probably won't be gone forever. Like, I'll be back. I mean, it won't be the last time you ever see me. Chill out, whatever. Oh, and I wrote it down just so I could remember to say it. I hate Sam's hair like that. I hate it. Whenever she makes her hair straight, apparently she has heat damaged it, so the curls got the straight things, and it's short, so it's short and wispy. Is girl, never wear your hair like that. Never, okay? It's good that you got your own hair. You're probably one of the only people on the show rocking your own shit. No. I would say cut off the wispy ends, but then your hair look funny when it's straight. So just wear it straight all the time. And when it's down, put it in the ponytail. Don't let it be. Nobody wants to see it. All right. Money goes to meet with her stepdad about her 1D2. And he like, he didn't really seem so enthused. He didn't, you know, turn her away from it, but he's like, I mean, are you even ready for all that responsibility to having him there? And she goes into some other little spiel about her real father, her biological father, didn't fight for her, and it hurt her feelings and it made her feel like she wasn't wanted. And she never wants D2 to feel like he ain't wanted, and she don't give a fuck, because she says she got a good relationship with her dad now, or has a relationship with him right now, but she had to get past a lot of resentment, and she never want her son to resent her for thinking that she didn't fight for him or didn't really want him, or she was just cool with him being, you know, far the fuck away, like, all right, peace. So yeah, she crying about that shit. And her stepdad is just like, you know, you uprooting him from everything that he knows and taking him somewhere where he don't really, you know. So you got to think about some of the consequences and, you know, the responsibility that you're going to have to take once you get there. Like, yeah, you ain't going to be able to be, okay, she probably is still going to be able to go out and do all that other bullshit with the girls, but you're going to have to be paying for a babysitter. Because I don't think he owed it. What, is he 10? I was getting left at home by myself when I was like 6, but my family is a bunch of abusive criminals, so don't do what they did. Girl, you go to jail. Anyway, yeah, Money want to fight for him and blah blah blah. All right, so Minnie's doctor appointment. He's looking at her mouth, and he, at the end of all of the shit, he like, all right, look, your tonsils is low. They hang too motherfucking low. So that fucking thing that hangs down in the back of your throat, I'm not gonna show you mine because I don't need y'all to see all my little cavities up in here. It's hanging too low, and it could give her sleep apnea, because she was talking about her snoring and shit, and she's been snoring like heavily like her whole motherfucking life. And he telling her that shit could develop into hypertension, diabetes, obesity, heart disease, stroke. I did not know that. Okay, I was looking up one of my ex-boyfriends on Facebook, and I sent him a message. He never responded back, and I got attitude after like a year. I'm like, really? Not even hi, bitch? We didn't break up on bad terms or nothing. Why would he ignore me? And then I'm like, he don't really even be on here. And then I just happened to see some lone ass post like to his wife, baby mother, whoever the fuck it is, like, oh, because I had to go stalk that bitch too. And it's like, oh, I miss him so much and blah blah blah. And I'm like, miss him how? Is he dead? Child, he was dead. Yeah. So after I get over the initial shock of, oh shit, this guy I used to love is fucking dead, I'm like, well, let me look for his parents. So I find his mother. I hadn't met her back then because she lived in a different part of Jersey, like South Jersey or whatever. But I talked to her on the phone when we were at a bar or something, and something had happened when I was in the hospital. And he was like, hey, talk to my mother. So I contacted his mother through Facebook, and she gave me her number, and I'm like, yeah, I used to, you know, date your son or whatever. So he was a white dude. So his mother, you know, she was pretty cool, and she was like, yeah, he would never, please, I never raised my son to disrespect women and just ignore them. So no, he would have contacted you, but he passed away. He had sleep apnea. And I'm like, I thought sleep apnea was just snoring. How do you die from snoring? Like, I don't get it. And she was like, oh, well, we were about to go to the doctor like the next week after that. I was going to go with him for his apnea. And, you know, I didn't want to probe it like, hey, I don't understand how the fuck you die from snoring. Because I didn't want to make her live in that moment for too long or whatever. But yeah, okay. So now finding out all this information, any of these things could have happened to him. Oh, Lord, and my husband be telling me I be snoring. I be like, let me check out my... Yeah, I got my space though. I can see the space even when I just open my mouth just that little bit. And I look at it all the time because I've tried to touch that thing on the back of my throat. Don't ask me. I ain't got good sense. But anyway, the doctor, because I know you're like, bitch, could you get back to the story? Her doctor is telling her she gonna need to do an overnight sleep test. So she's a little, you know, leery about it, but yeah, it's going down. D2's grandmother is at the house, and she is so cute to me. She reminds me of Florence from not Good Times. What is it? Jeffersons? 227. Well, she cuter than Florence. I don't know. She put me in the mind of Florence anyway. But yeah, she seemed like a real sweet lady. And Money was like, well, you think it would be a good idea for D2 to be with me? And she was like, yeah, it'd be a great idea. I mean, he missed you so much. And I think that you need to get your son. But Dirk is another, yeah, that's another motherfucking story. Y'all gonna have to work that out. And she's like, Miss Juicy, you want me to get you some punch? Well, I sure would like some punch. That make me laugh. My grandma talk like that. She like, you want me to get you a cool drink? You want a cool drink? I sure do want a cool drink. My grandmother only drank Hawaiian punch. She's so serious about it. Anyway, Derek motherfucking ass come out. That motherfucker is ugly. I'm like, and he talked like I used to talk when I used to hold juice in my mouth. Don't ask me why the fuck I did. That's why I got so many cavities. Apparently, I used to drink stuff and just hold it in my mouth. I never swallowed it, and it just be liquid in my mouth, rotting my teeth away. He talked like he got something in his mouth. And he like, how you doing? Well, I don't know. We in D2, I'm like, I know his top teeth is raggedy, and he might be trying to hide them, but child, you don't want, first of all, I still can see that they raggedy and fucked up, and you also seem like he got the droopy ass water mouth. So I'm just saying, choose one disease over the other, okay? Just have a fucked up, it's not a disease to have a fucked up teeth or a ugly mouth. One or the other. I can't do both. I can't do the fucked up teeth and the water talking and all of that, because it's too much. And you're ugly. You just adding on. Don't add on to the ugly. Keep it as minimal as you could possibly do it, because time ain't gonna be good to you. It's already kind of kicked your ass. Anywho, yeah. Money tells him that she wants D2 to come with her, because, you know, she miss him a lot and all of this and all that. And he was like, I am going to miss him if he's gone. I mean, it's either going to be one of the motherfucker or other. No, I don't want to be the one that's missing him. And he was like, he don't even got nobody down there. She was like, he got me. He's like, here, he got, you know, his grandmother. He got me. He got his friends. He got family. He got your motherfucking family out here. Everybody is out there, and out there, you know, he gonna be uprooted. Like, no, I just don't really think it's a good idea. I mean, why just take him away from that? And Money started crying, and she was like, well, he my son too. You know what I mean? You gotta meet me halfway. And he was like, well, if he come out there, you talking about you don't get to see him. She was like, I need to see him on more than just holidays. He's like, you can see him on more than holidays. So, whatever. Wait, did we even get to this holiday shit yet, or am I jumping the gun? Anyway, yeah, meet me halfway. And he was like, well, if he live with you, then how I'm gonna see him? She was like, you can come visit. So basically, I guess she going basically tit for tat, because I guess he's like, the same shit that you saying you don't like, you want me to go through it. But I guess she's saying that he already had, you know, the kid for a few years. Now it's his turn to do the visiting while she got him or whatever. It don't seem like he's really grasping that. And once again, much like Donald Trump's son, people move all the fucking time. It is not that fucking disturbing to life. No, it can't be. Was I disturbed when I left? When I moved to, I don't remember. Probably so. I ain't got good sense. Anyway, this meeting is about to be motherfucking over, and they gonna meet again. Tanya and Minnie go looking for a house. A house with a realtor. Bitch, you better get an apartment. Okay? So yeah, she buying another house, and I'm just like, why is she buying another house? How did she buy a house in the first place? And then it really just got me thinking, how much does an herbalist make? Because it seemed like she loaded multiple homes, and all she do is sit at home and blend some shit together. I mean, I was into all of that kind of shit a few years back. If I knew that it paid for houses, then a bitch would have never stopped, okay? Let me find out herbalists is making money for multiple houses and to become motherfucking real estate tycoons, okay? So I buy a motherfucking house, I'll flip it. I'll be watching Flip It and Flop It. I'll do it. I will herbalize the shit out of something, alright? So yeah. She said that Sam was supposed to come with her, but of course Sam is not gonna be around. Sam's moving to New Jersey. And Minnie's like, okay, well, that kind of sucks. Just, it's all over Nico. Like, yeah, she don't like Nico. And she's moving all the way away. And Minnie's like, well, damn. I mean, why ain't she just gonna be here for you? After what she fucking said to her? Because I kind of told her to get the fuck out? No, you ain't gonna say that, though. And Tanya's like, well, actually, me and Nico, we not even speaking right now. Like, does she know that? Like, no, I haven't talked to her. But she said she wanted to be gone. I mean, before he even get there. Like, she don't want to meet him. She don't even want to see this nigga. And Minnie's like, damn, that's fucked up. Yeah, she don't give a fuck. She don't even want to wind up speaking to this nigga, like, at all. She wants to be all the way gone, out of the way, before he even fucking get there. But it serves her right. It serves Tanya right, because he dissed her, and now she don't even know if she coming. So you done played your friend and all of this shit, and you don't even know if it was for something. Juicy and Money go to the barbershop with Lil D2, and her cousin works there, and it's all of these men in there, and she telling, you know, her little story, and they is like all up in her business. So apparently, Derek said that that D2 could come for the winter break, but he can't come to live, or he gonna have to think on it, sleep on it, or some shit. The men is talking about, oh, well, you can't come down here, act like you want to run the house. Man want to run the house, and Juicy like, no, the woman runs the house. Y'all just want to thank y'all. So she doing her little sassy shit in the back, I guess, trying to fend off all of the man talk, all the testosterone in the motherfucking room. And they're like, well, a boy need a father. Boy can't be brought up without no man. And Juicy like, no, a boy needs both parents. And that's exactly what she is trying to do, which is to let him spend more time with his mother, because people need mothers as motherfucking well. As we know, because most people have them or live with them as the primary caretaker. Yeah, there's that. And then another dude is like, well, at least she ain't trying to keep him away from the father, because you know it's some women do it. And Juicy like a skirt. Yeah, we're not even talking about that. What does that have to do with this conversation? Anyway, and Money's sitting there talking about she losing confidence now. She like, well, maybe a boy do need his father, because you hear that shit all the time, right? So now she like, oh, am I being wrong? Should he be with his father? Do my feelings even motherfucking matter? She's like, fuck all that bullshit. No, but she like, nah. He already had him for a few years. It's my motherfucking turn. She was like, if I do what I really want to do, me and Juicy just grab his ass and, you know, snatch him and take him back to Atlanta. She looking at her like, bitch, you must not know me very well. That's what we not gonna do. The crime committing. She was like, no, that was the old you. That's not you with me. Girl, knock it the fuck off. Anyway, Minnie is at her little sleep study thing, and Amanda's there with her. She started crying and shit because, you know, she getting scared, anxiety. She don't really know what to expect and what's gonna happen. So Amanda's there to try to comfort her, and she's telling her that her snoring and her heavy breathing, like she's been embarrassed by it for like a really long time. Apparently she couldn't even go to sleepovers when she was like a little kid because of her fucking snoring and shit. And the heavy breathing, yeah, I know several people. My sister that just passed away in November breathed very, very, very hard because she's, you know, morbidly obese. My mother is also very overweight and breathes very, very hard. So it's just like, my mother is an old woman though, very, very old. My sister, I'm like, girl, you're gonna have to lose some weight. So I think that definitely it's her weight. He said that obesity could come from this apnea shit though, right? So maybe that is something that's contributing to Minnie being, you know, so large, so rotund, if you will. So yeah, she don't know exactly where it's gonna go, but her mother's usually with her, and I'm like, yeah, your mother, where the fuck is her mother? Why did her mother come? I don't think she ever explained that, or why her mother wasn't in the episode at all, but whatever. Yeah, her mother's usually there with her, and she's just feeling a little weird for her mom to not be around. And Amanda's like, well, girl, I'm here, and I'm your family. I love you, okay? I love you. I don't know. I was like, oh, that is very sweet. I was a little touched by it. If you wonder why I look different, okay, I had to go walk my dog, and well, the card was full, so I had to take all the video off of my card and put it onto the computer and walk the dog. So the assistant, the doctor, whoever, they come in and they put, like, I mean, all kind of patches and tubes all over Minnie. She's like a fucking pincushion. It's crazy as hell. And then they try to go to sleep. Money and Juicy meet Derek to see how he feels the next day now that he has slept on, thinking about D2 coming into Atlanta. Essentially, he said what we already knew he was going to say, which was no. And she went the fuck off, okay? I actually, another one of these times where I felt really sad for Money. So she was like, well, he's my son and I need to see him on more than holidays. See, I knew I jumped the gun when I said that before. And he was like, you can see him on more than damn holidays. You can see him whenever you want. Meaning, you chose to take your ass to Atlanta all far away. So you created this problem. So I shouldn't have to suffer because you moved away. And she like, I moved all the way out there so I could get my life together. I mean, everything is going right. I moved into a big house. My career is going well. I'm not in no trouble. I handle my temper. And you just gonna be like, no? Like, the answer's just like, And he's like, well, look, I'm saying that it's not gonna fucking happen. She was like, he my motherfucking kid too. And he like, whatever. I mean, So she was like, he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go, because she started going off. And he was like, she was getting huffy. She was very upset, which I can imagine. I don't know. It just seems so strange for a woman to be without her kids and then to try to get her kid back, and then somebody trying to tell her no. Like, I've been in that situation. Well, I haven't been. I have been the kid in that situation, kind of. And yeah, she was mad. She was livid. And he got up and he walked out. So when Juicy's sitting there watching any damn way, like through some little glass and shit. So she come over there. She was like, "What he say?" He said no. She was like, "I went through all of this shit. I went all the way to Atlanta so I could do all of this shit, and I come back and I'm good. And I did it all so I could get D2, and he's still saying no." She was like, "Fuck that." So then she got on some weird, like, dark, depressed type shit, like, I did all of this shit for nothing. She was like, I mean, I could have just stayed the way I fucking was. I mean, no matter what you do, no matter how good you try to be, how right you try to make everything, like, it always wound up fucked up in the end, and I should have never did. Like, she was just mad, and she was rambling, and she was going off. She was upset. And she's like, fuck, I'm sick of this shit. She kicked the glasses of drinks down. They didn't get kicked out because she didn't break them. But, yeah. And Juicy just looking at her like, oh shit. She was like, you need to calm down. I would be a little afraid to be around her right now, just because there's not really anything you could say that could comfort her, and she is mad as hell. And there's some drinks up in this joint too, so but yeah, I feel for Money right now, because I know that, you know, that shit is hard, and especially for some reason you gotta allow somebody to be, you know, over you. So after he started saying no and all of that, she was like, whatever. Like, she didn't want to hear the motherfucker anyway. She was like, just go on then. She was like, we just gonna go back to court then, motherfucker, because I'm gonna see my motherfucking kid. So we gonna see how that's gonna turn out. The Sams last night in Atlanta, okay? So they're all going out ice skating. Money brought D2 so everybody can meet him. And, you know, it seems awkward. It's always awkward to meet somebody new. And plus, he a little kid. But whatever. They all got on their little ice skates. They all suck. D2 looked like he sucked to me too. But they was like, oh, he did well. So maybe I might have missed the part where he started skating better. Minnie ass fell. First of all, she out there with a little purse, a little clutch, ice skate. You don't even know how to do it. And you gonna bring a fucking bag? Girl, knock it off. All right. Juicy fat ass, she was too scared to even go out there. She was like, I ain't doing that. Which would be like me, because those things seem like they are blades. And I think that's the same thing Sam said. That should have chopped your... How many times has that scenario gone through my head? Now, I'm from Jersey too, so I don't know if we crazy and be thinking about really psychotic ass shit just because we're from there. I don't know if it's a psychotic place, but yeah. I'm so scared of ice skates. And if I were to do them, I need nobody else to be around. And nobody near me. I don't need to get sliced. I don't know how sharp that shit is, but it's cutting ice, motherfucker. If you could cut ice, you could cut me. I'm not here for it. But yeah, they're done with it. They're sitting down. And they're all sitting down, and they're like, oh, so you're leaving us already? I think Brandon said that to Sam. And Money like, well, who told you to leave? I'm like, why somebody gotta tell her to leave? She a grown ass woman. She can leave whenever she wants to. But obviously she has some insider motherfucking information. Well, kind of insider, because she only knew that Sam was gonna be upset when Tanya told her, not that she would need to leave. So maybe that was a legit question without her trying to be shady, right? And she was like, she was like, oh, nobody told me to leave. I'm leaving because of the situation I'm put into. And Juicy was like, well, y'all ain't been getting into it, have you? And Tanya's like, well, sort of. Sam is just like, look, I know you hormonal and you tripping and all of that, but all I want is an apology for the way that you came at me. And she was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And got up and walked away too. Sam chased her ass down. She was like, nah, I'm not gonna let her just walk away from the situation, because apparently Tanya likes to run away from confrontations and shit like that. She always does kind of walk off when shit start getting a little bit motherfucking heated. And Sam wants to have some resolution. So she's like, well, look, I just feel like you lashed out at me. And Tanya's like, yeah, because you're saying that you leaving because of Nico, but then you're like, oh, but I really want to be there for you. So like I was saying earlier, she acting like, you know, Tanya, like Sam owes more allegiance to her than the man that is flaking on her or whatever. So she could just like kind of say, fuck it, I'm gonna bring somebody into your space that I brought you into to make you feel uncomfortable, and just fucking deal with it because you said you wanted to be around and you wanted to be my friend, and it shouldn't even matter to Sam. But no, that's not the way that it go down. That'd be an uncomfortable situation for any fucking body to be around somebody they genuinely dislike and thinks that they're doing something bad to their friend. She was like, yeah, well, it didn't make sense to me that you is leaving and you saying you want to be there for me. And she was like, well, look, I can't be around him. Like, what is there to understand right there? And I mean, why you gotta leave Atlanta? I don't understand why you gotta leave Atlanta neither. But she was like, I mean, really? It's not like I'm gonna be gone forever. I mean, I'm gonna be gone because he's gonna be there in the house, but I'm sure he ain't gonna be there for long. Bitch, that was shade. That was pure shade. She was like, it's nothing else to say. So, and Sam just walked off. But yes, bitch, she don't think your shit gonna work out. Even when he do come, she don't want to be there to see it. And she ain't find no apartment yet because it was very short notice when you told her to get the fuck out. And her pride was like, I'll go, but I'm gonna have to go all the way back home because I ain't got no money in a place yet. So it could be that situation. She could be back much sooner. I don't know how this shit gonna work out with Nico, but apparently he is gonna come. We saw it for the next episode. The next episode does not look all that juicy. Wait a minute. Wait, maybe it does. I wrote that it didn't look juicy, but I think I just remember something. They gonna go and stalk out Moreland to try to find out what the fuck going on. Whatever. These 2 episodes weren't the juiciest, but they weren't the worst. I've seen duller, sadly. Anyway, I already said everything from the first recap, the first part, still stands. Tanya's still tripping. Sam is, I mean, I think that she's justified in the way that she's feeling. Minnie went to the doctor. Twins ain't really doing much of nothing. Their parents were not in this episode. I don't really think they were in the episode except for the crying and shit over Sam leaving. So apparently they're gonna miss her. And Money went buck wild in this motherfucking episode over her motherfucking son. Which, I mean, I think that it's an understandable thing for anybody. Am I being... Okay, first off, do you think that she should be able to get her son back? Let me know down in the comments. Do you think that Derek should let her... or maybe they work out an agreement where they each have him for a couple of years or some shit like that. You know how those kid agreements go. Like, should they work something out where she should be able to have him? Should she have him full-time, or should she just leave him where he is? Did y'all feel more for Derek, or did you feel more for Money? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you agree with my commentary. Let me know if you disagree. And until the next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all so much for watching. While you're here, check out my previous video. I also have a beauty channel. And I give out free workouts on my fitness channel. Don't forget to subscribe.